Have you ever wondered why your fears tend to become your reality? This is not just a rhetorical question, but a profound insight into the human mind. We are all familiar with fear, that uncomfortable, anxiety-ridden state that can make our hearts race and our palms sweat. But have you ever considered how fear, in its many forms, influences our lives? Fear is not simply an emotion, it is a powerful force that can shape our reality. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you fear something, the more likely it is to happen. This principle, known as the more you fear, the more it will happen, is a testament to the mind's incredible ability to manifest our deepest anxieties into our lived experiences. Our minds are potent tools, and fear is one of their most compelling products. It's a fascinating, albeit unnerving facet of human psychology that we're about to unravel. As we delve deeper, let's explore how this fear shapes our reality. Our mind, an exquisite tool, wields power beyond measure. This power has the potential to shape the universe around us, sculpting reality according to our thoughts. This concept, my friends, is known as manifestation. It's a fascinating process, isn't it? The idea that our thoughts can influence our reality. Now let's delve a little deeper into this concept. Think of your mind as a fertile garden. The thoughts you nurture are the seeds you plant. If you sow seeds of positivity, you cultivate a field of optimism, success, and happiness. However, if you plant seeds of fear, you breed a garden of anxiety, disappointment, and more often than not, the very outcome you feared. Let's illustrate this with a story. Imagine a young man preparing for his first marathon. He's trained hard, he's in excellent shape, but there's a nagging fear at the back of his mind, a fear of failure. He's so consumed by this fear that it's all he thinks about. He visualizes himself tripping, falling behind, not making it to the finish line. And what do you think happens on the day of the race? Sadly, he stumbles and doesn't complete the marathon. His fear became a self-fulfilling prophecy. This story underscores a crucial point. The more we fear something, the more likely it is to happen. It's not because the universe is against us, but because our mind is steering us towards that fear. It's as if we're subconsciously setting ourselves up for failure. We focus so much on the negative outcome that we inadvertently bring it to fruition. Fear, my friends, is a powerful emotion, but it's not fear itself that leads to these negative outcomes. It's the attention we give to this fear, the energy we invest in it. Fear, when allowed to take root in our minds, grows into the very thing we dread. This cycle of fear is not a one-time event, it's a constant loop. Imagine a carousel spinning round and round, faster and faster, powered by the energy of fear. This is the cycle of fear. It's self-perpetuating, self-feeding, and incredibly hard to break. Let's delve into this cycle to understand it better. Fear has an uncanny knack for feeding on itself. Think about it. You're scared of something, so you avoid it. But the more you avoid it, the scarier it becomes. This in turn makes you avoid it even more, and thus the cycle continues. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering more snow and growing bigger as it goes along. Now let's consider the concept of a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is when our fears lead us to behave in ways that make those fears come true. For instance, imagine someone who's petrified of rejection. They're so scared of being rejected that they act in ways that actually lead to their rejection. They might become overly clingy, or perhaps they put up walls to keep others at a distance. Either way, their fear of rejection manifests into reality, further reinforcing their initial fear. This is the power of the mind. Our thoughts, fears, and beliefs shape our reality. We're not just passive observers in our lives, we're active participants, and our mindset plays a huge role in shaping our experiences. So, if we're stuck in a cycle of fear, it's because our mind is stuck in a loop of negative thinking. To illustrate, consider a painter. If they only have one color on their palette, say black, then all their paintings will be dark and gloomy. Similarly, if our mind is filled with fear, then our life will reflect that fear. The world is our canvas and our thoughts are the colors we paint with. Breaking this cycle requires not just courage, but also a change of mindset. Like changing the colors on a painter's palette, we need to change the thoughts in our mind. We need to replace fear with courage, doubt with certainty, and negativity with positivity. Remember, the cycle of fear is not a prison sentence. It's a loop, and loops can be broken. So how do we overcome this fear and break the cycle? This is a question that many of us ask, and the answer lies within us. It begins with understanding that fear is a product of our minds, a narrative we've created that can be rewritten. The first step to overcoming fear is acknowledging its existence. Recognize the fear, understand its roots. It's not about eradicating fear completely, but about learning to manage it. You see, fear can be a powerful motivator if harnessed correctly. The second step is to cultivate a mindset of positive thinking. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, shift your focus to what could go right. Consider each fear as a challenge to overcome, not a roadblock. It's like being stuck in a dark tunnel. Instead of fearing the darkness, anticipate the light at the end. The third step involves mindfulness, being present in the moment. Fear often stems from worrying about the future or dwelling on past experiences. By practicing mindfulness, you can keep your thoughts anchored in the present, reducing the power fear has over you. Lastly, self-awareness plays a crucial role. Understanding your thoughts, emotions, and reactions to fear can help you manage it better. It's like being the driver of your mind, navigating through the roads of fear, anxiety, and doubt. Let's consider an example. Imagine a person who fears public speaking. They recognize this fear, understand its roots, maybe a past embarrassing incident. They shift their mindset, focusing on the benefits of overcoming this fear rather than the potential embarrassment. They practice mindfulness, calming their nerves before a speech. They understand their reactions. Maybe they stutter when nervous and they work on it. Slowly, the fear subsides, the narrative changes. They're no longer a person fearing public speaking, but a person who overcame their fear of it. Remember, the power to change your reality lies within you. Don't let fear dictate your life. It's about taking control, rewriting your narrative, and embracing the power of your mind to overcome fear. Before we wrap up, we have a small request. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing to our channel, see 8 Minutes to Crack. Here we break down complex topics, just like overcoming fear, into digestible 8-minute videos. It's all about understanding, growing, and empowering ourselves in the most efficient way possible. So, if you're interested in gaining insight and knowledge, click that subscribe button and join us on this journey. Who knows, the next video might just be the one that changes your life. Thank you for watching. Remember, knowledge is power. See you in the next video.